Today I've got a ceiling repair. The day before an open house, the bathtub had a leak. We sent a plumber out. The plumber fixed the leak. Everything's dry. Now we're going to tear this out, replace the drywall, and have it finished in 1 hour. Got an open house tomorrow. Need to get it done today. This whole thing needs to get painted and cleaned up. Eight-inch piece of drywall here, and we're just going to trace around this. What I want to do is cover up these stains. There's some water stains here, so we're going to find out if there's a stud right here. Okay, so that should be good. We'll just cover up these stains. Take a carpenter's pencil, trace around where you want it. Next, take your utility knife and just score the paper. You don't have to cut all the way through. Next, take your drywall knife or drywall saw and cut to the corners. Next, pop your drywall. Cut the back out. Okay, little plumbing check there. Everything looks good. Okay, make sure this patch is going to fit. Okay, patch will fit. Next, we want to take a drill and some coarse drywall screws. Just put a couple of pieces of wood trim in. It could be just old trash trim, but it needs to be wood, or wood is best. And take a screw. And you want to sink the drywall screws just below the surface without cutting through the paper. Next we take our drywall patch, get that in place. Someone asked how many screws does it take to do a drywall patch, and I've had many people tell me you only need one. And at this point, that's a tight fit. I would agree. You only need one. But I'm going to do 4. Okay, next we want to mix up our drywall compound, and I'm using a powder mix. It's called Easy Sand. Comes in a very small bag. It's fairly inexpensive. It'll do a number of patches for you. It dries in 5 minutes and cures in 20 minutes. Next, take a broad knife and get the surface wet. Next, you want to use your paper tape and just cut it with your broad knife. Like that. Hold on to it, then pull it tight. Okay, I've got a little bit more on here, and this stuff is going to dry pretty quick on me. So I want to go ahead and use it up and build up over the tape a really quick thin coat. Okay, so the patch that we're doing right now is the Texas style patch, where we need power tools to put screws in. We've taped it. We've put a coat of build on top of it. Now to accelerate, we're going to use a hair dryer on hot. Like I say, we've got 1 hour to get this done. Okay, so we've taken the hair dryer and accelerated the drying process. Now we want to take a broad knife and just knock down some of the high points. Okay, so we've knocked it down. We've mixed more drywall compound, and we want to fill in this area like so. Take a broad knife like this. Okay, we'll let that set up. Okay, we're just going to take the hairdryer and dry this coat down before we put another coat on. Okay, so we've taken a broad knife and we've knocked down the high points, and we've mixed up some more compound out of powder, and we just have a couple of minutes to put this on before it starts hardening. So looks like I'm low in the center. We'll start there. And I think I'm going to try to keep a little bit on the outside here. Now we're going to switch over to my favorite trowel. It's a concrete trowel, but I've been using it for drywall for 40 years. Okay, so we dried this down, and it's still a little bit low right here. So we're going to hit it one more time, and hopefully this will be the last time. If you put on really thin coats, it'll dry quicker. Okay, so the last time I pulled the mud this way, so this time I'm going to pull the mud in, perpendicular so that it will fill in a few of the gaps. Okay, so it took about 5 minutes to dry that down. We're going to sand it down with a pole sander, 100 grit sandpaper, and then we're going to prime it, dry that down, and then take a look and see if that's all the compound we're going to put on there. I do recommend that you turn the AC off, keep all airflow down to a minimum, and I do recommend that you wear a mask. You're probably already doing that nowadays, but this will keep your lungs clear of drywall dust. Okay, let's put some primer on it, and we'll let that dry. And I think we're going to find some low spots, and we'll just come back and fill those in with a really thin coat. Okay, the patch is looking pretty good from the ground, but we have a whole lot of lights surrounding this project. I'm going to show you a tip on how to determine if it is smooth enough for paint after you've primed it. First, you got to turn out all your lights, and then turn on your cell phone and hold it off to an angle and check for either low or high marks. Okay, I see a little low mark right here, so we're going to take a pencil and mark that. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. You just saw me do a ceiling patch in 1 hour, doing the Texas style drywall patch. If you like this video, please subscribe.